Hello everyone, I'm Farmer Sim and welcome back to Saxlingham. I do hope you're all doing very, very well and having a wonderful day. So, you joined me out in field 46. This was the soybean field that we harvested several episodes ago when the Ford Dominator landed on the farm. Now, terribly of me, I completely forgot to pick up the straw afterwards. I was having a bit of a fly around planning this episode, planning what we're going to be doing, because I do have a few things in mind. And I just hovered over this field and thought, hang on a minute, I've completely forgotten to pick up the straw. So here we are, getting this job done very quickly. Well, I'll say very quickly. It's going to take a little bit of time. Just out with the baler now in the New Holland, and I need to follow on with Mark Thor's bale pickup stacker and get them all picked up. We're doing all right so far. We've got 22 bales, about 157,000 litres already so far, and we've got so much straw on the farm at the minute. It's jumping into time-saving stock check a few moments ago. I've got north of 1.1 million litres of the stuff, so I could sell some, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not strapped for cash, so I'm in no particular rush to pick it all up, to sell it, sorry, but either way, we need to get it picked up. Just get the field tidied up, ready for a cultivation, for a bit of a re-drilling in the near future. But one thing I do want to get cracking on with first and foremost in this episode is I want to get the wheat drilled in field 41 by the farm there. It's time to plant some wheat, so we've cultivated the field, of course, and now it's time to get the new Bednar drill out and get some seed into the ground. But yeah, like I say, just need to sort this bit out first, get the straw picked up, get it stashed away in the shed for now. I'll figure out if I need to sell any of it if I wanted to. It's not worth a huge amount, is it? I mean, collectively, what we have on the farm at the minute, all 1.12 million litres of the stuff at the minute, is worth about 50 grand, but I'm not going to sell it all because we do need some of it. The pigs need it, the cows need it, so yeah, I'll just sit on it for now, as it were. But yeah, like I say, need to get the wheat into the ground and go from there, and then we need to follow on with the roller as well. And I did have a plan to cultivate field 42, which was the cornfield, get that ready for a crop as well, because all the fields need cultivating. So yeah, but moving forward as well, onwards from the last episode where I had a wonderfully timed message from Mark Thor regarding his bale stacker. Again, I've had a wonderfully timed message this time from the modding legend that is Lancyboi I. He has very, very kindly sent me one of his mods that he's working on at the minute. It's a goat and a sheep barn. So yeah, regarding the money, obviously I was sitting on north of £500,000 at the minute, and I've been pondering over how to spend it. I've resisted spending it on expensive machinery and tractors. Of course, I don't need any of that. We've got plenty of stuff on the farm kit-wise. I was going to invest it in another field, but at the same time I didn't want to take too much on, because we do have I think we've got 10 or 11 fields now on the farm. We've got plenty to keep ourselves busy, plenty to work with. So at the minute, I'm still holding off spending money on more land, like I say, at the minute anyway. But what I can do is I'm going to put this goat and sheep barn to the test. We're going to place that down. As soon he posted some images over on Discord the other day, and as soon as I saw it, I thought that's going to fit perfectly on Saxlingham. It's a beautiful mod. We'll go into that in a bit more detail very shortly. We'll have a look at it in a bit when we jump into the construction menu. But yeah, it was, like I say, it was just perfectly timed, and in time with when I was going to be recording this episode. So a massive shout out to Lancyboi yet again, mate. I really do appreciate you sending the mod over to have a bit of a look at, so we'll look at that very shortly. But yeah, like I say, just want to crack on with this first, get all this straw picked up, baled up and sorted out, and then crack on with the work we've got ahead. So let's get shifting. Right, there we go. Another 36 bales to add to the collection over in the storage shed there, bringing the total that we got off this field to 270,000 litres. Well, thank you very much, kind motorist. That doesn't happen very often, does it? Brilliant. Anyway, what are you doing there? Walkers, ramblers. Right, so back to the storage shed. We'll offload these, and then we're going to jump in the JCB, which I've done a little bit of fiddling with, so that's something I'm going to show you as well, because it's just something a little bit cool to make it a little bit unique. So yeah, I'll pick you up in a few minutes' time when all these are unloaded. Right then, pop this thing back in the shed for now. Cracking bit of kit this. Mark, if you are watching, mate. Brilliant. Love it. Really do. So, drop that off there. And like I said, I'm going to jump in the JCB now. I think this could do with a bit of fuel, but we'll do that a bit later on. Because, yeah, it's something I've been wanting to... Deer in the shed there. Something I've been wanting to do for a while now is, regarding engine sounds, it's been, yeah, just been getting a little bit bored of the standard old sounds. But now listen to this thing. What I've done, and it was Well Sim Farmer. Hello, mate, if you are watching. It was Well Sim Farmer who gave me the motivation to do this, because he's done a similar thing to this thing as well. But this is now running a Perkins diesel engine, which is absolutely brilliant. It sounds mega. It really does. It's just nice to have a different sounding vehicle now and again. I was just getting a bit fed up of the same old engine sounds that we get from all the different tractors. I appreciate this is a mod. This is Ross N Mods JCB 8000 Icon series, but I just fancied making it a little bit unique. And when Welsh had shown me his on his video, I was like, yeah, I have to have that. I want that. It sounds utterly brilliant. So I've essentially just changed the engine noise of it, put a different engine in it. So where are we? I should be able to fill this up, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm going to need to open it up, aren't I? Open cover. I'm going to need to unfold it, of course. So I do hope this is going to work, because I had the plan in mind of getting some cheap seed and fertiliser from this little sell point here. There we go. Right. Now pull up to the shed. Why was that there? Trigger point was right back there. Start filling. Oh, I don't want to buy diesel from there. There we go. That's better. Solid fertiliser. There we are. There's that one. And then start filling again. Seeds, 2,400 quid for 3,000 litres of solid fert, and 1,079 for 2,400 litres of seeds. There we go. Let's get that closed off, get it folded back up again. Brilliant stuff. I do love this mod from Omertan. It just, like I say, just gives you a bit of a discount, which is happily accepted in this day and age, quite frankly. But yeah, so we want to go sort out field 41 here. Is this field 41? I'm sure, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're going to go drill some wheat. Now I am sticking with this JCB. I'm going to throw this into a cinematic and do the whole courseplay thing like I did in the last episode. But I am sticking with this JCB. I know I was a bit... it griped me a bit in the last episode because it wasn't very neat and tidy with its behaviour on the up and down rows. But I'm going to give it another go, and I'm going to redo the courseplay course and just give it a bit of an opportunity to have a bit of space in between the up and down rows. So I'll probably skip a row, possibly two, but maybe just skip a row and see how it performs. But yeah, so we'll get this in the ground. We're going to need to roll it afterwards as well, of course, which is it's got to be done. But yeah, let's get cracking, get some seed into the ground. There we go, pig food planted, and I'm out with the roller now, getting it rolled over, grabbing that extra couple of % of yield. Now the yields so far, so from what we can see from the precision farming menu, we've got about 123% in the loam side of the field and about 98% in the sandy loam. So add a couple more percentages to that, it should be really, really good. But yeah, this is all going towards the pig food. Now, over the last couple of episodes, I know that I've gone through a bit of a crop plan in mind as to what I had in mind to plant on this save and where we're going in the future. But one thing that had completely slipped my mind, and maybe it's just down to the fact that I don't ordinarily do them very often on my time playing Farming Simulator, is these two bits of equipment. We've got the Grimmy GL 860 compactor potato planter here, and of course we've got the Evo 290 harvester as well. And I don't plan on selling them, as collectively they're about £330,000 worth of equipment here, and yeah, I don't plan on selling them. So moving forward with my crop plan, I've included these potatoes into that plan now. So if we jump into the PDA and have a look at what we've got, because one of the things I had gone over in my mind since we purchased field 16 here, which did give us a massive amount of grass in the last over the last couple of episodes, both of the cow barns are now completely full. If we jump and have a quick look there, yeah, these guys have got 600,000 litres in, and the bigger one has got, well, it's almost full at 500,000 litres. So yeah, they're totally fine. And jumping very quickly into time-saving stock check, we've got 160,000 litres of grass in bale form stowed away in the shed. So we're fine. And if we jump back into our map PDAs, you can see we've still got fields 22, 25, fields 30, and of course with the field 40 as well. That was, what was this at the very beginning? This was the potatoes at the very beginning, wasn't it? We've since planted grass in there as well. So we're going to be fine for grass. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say, yeah, we're going to be fine for grass. So I don't need to worry about keeping field 16 as grass anymore. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put potatoes into field 16. That's going to be the plan. It's a decent sized field, sits at 26.5 acres. So yeah, that should be a pretty good run for potatoes. So yeah, in March, April next year, that's what we're going to do. We're going to plant potatoes in that field. Of course, like I just said, we've got 22, 25 and 30 as grass, and 40 as well. So we've got plenty of grass moving forward. Field 37, going down here, that used to be the sugar beet field. This is going to still be a cash crop of canola. So that's going to get planted in March, April again next year. Everything else is ordinarily there to support the pigs and the pigs, cows and sheep, I suppose, but predominantly the pigs. That's what we're planted in here. In the wheat, we have got, what am I going to do now? Field 46 here. I'm going to put sunflowers in just to add a bit of crop rotation. We've currently got sunflowers in field 39 here, which is due to be harvested in November. So I'm going to do a bit of a rotation with these. We're going to put sunflowers in field 46. That's going to be April, May. That's the protein side of the pig food. Field 42 up here, we're going to put sorghum in there. Again, that's April, May next year. That's towards the pig's base food. Obviously, the grain side of things, we've just planted the wheat in here, and we do still have, again, flicking back to time-saving stock check, we've still got some barley in the silo, and we do have a very, very small amount of wheat as well. We do also have a few litres of sunflowers as well, and soybeans. So yeah, we're going to be all right. And like I said, I'm going to rotate these ones. So field 39, I'm going to put soybeans in here. We're going to plant soybeans in there in April or May next year. But the canola is going to be a cash crop when we get that into the ground. The potatoes will be a cash crop when we get those into the ground. And yeah, that stands us to be in a pretty good position for an income on the farm from cash crops, sorting the pigs out with their feed and sorting the cows and the sheep out. And also what we're going to be dealing with very shortly, once I've got this job done, is some goats. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to have a go with Lanceyboi's new sheep and goat barn. It's a wonderful looking thing. We'll get to that very, very soon. Like I say, I'm just going to get this field finished off. What have we got? Because I am running courseplay, of course. We've got 26 minutes left to get this done. So yeah, we'll get this all sorted. And in fact, let's just jump out and have a look at the yield difference. So there we are. We've got a yield of 100. I was still saying 123%, 122. And then in the areas that haven't been done yet, which is over here, he's rolling. That's not actually saying there's a difference at all. I was always made aware that there's at least a little bit of a difference, but oh well. It is what it is. It's the right thing to do anyway. It gets rid of the message out of the PDA anyway. Right, so I'll crack on with this. Get it finished, get it rolled over, and I'll pick you up ASAP. And we'll jump into the construction menu, build ourselves a goat barn, because that'll be a nice little bit of another income to consider, as well as a bit of goat milk, palletised goat milk. That'll be something to consider as a bit of another income stream on the farm. What I do with that yet, I'm not too sure, but it has opened up some options, so we'll have a look at that. So yeah, anyway, crack on here, and I'll see you soon. There we go, rolling done. All the field work finished for today. Just going to tidy this up into the shed, and then we're going to go and buy ourselves some goats and build ourselves a goat barn first, of course. I'll tell you what though, for anyone who is remotely interested, I know I was babbling on towards the end of the last episode when we did a bit of cultivation work with this tractor, and it was a bit problematic with the up and down rows. Now, on those two jobs, the drilling and the rolling, I told Courseplay to skip 2 rows, and it worked absolutely faultlessly. So yeah, I think that was just something that might be quite particular to this tractor, because it's not like the smaller JCB that has 4-wheel steer. It is quite a big lad, this one. So yeah, skip 2 rows, works perfectly. Right, so anyway, round to this area of the farm. I do love how expansive this farm is, to be honest. It's so easy to get lost. So anyway, here we are. Thanks to the power of editing and doing things while other jobs are being done, I have prepared a little bit. I brought some grass bales over from the storage. Now these bales, they're not full bales essentially. We've got 600 litres in that one, we've got 1100 in that one, 737, 967 in that one, and a few other loose ones there. That they are from when I loaded the bales in the last episode into the cow shed, and there was a handful left over in the feed trough. Over a little bit of time, they all kind of progressively took from each of the bales, so they're not all full bales. So I've just brought all these ones down because that is the plan, to pop them in here. So construction, here we are. So this is the shed there, the sheep and goat barn by Lancyboi. It only holds up to 50 animals. I say only, it's still a few, but it'll be nice to have even more animals down here on the farm, in addition to our cows, pigs and sheep. So yeah, this is going to be predominantly for goats. Now, I've not done any prep work here on the land. This is obviously, as you can see, this is a grass field. We did harvest this quite a few episodes ago, but it's not actually a field that's appears as a field in the PDA. This is just a kind of empty, kind of grassland area where when Chimera was building the farm, it's just I suppose I can call it a spare field. But right, so I think this is the kind of placement I had in mind, somewhere down here, so we can I don't need to be too mindful of taking up space, so I think I'm just going to plonk it down somewhere about there. There we go, £60,277. Let's have a look at the lay of the land there, because it does sit a little bit low. So we'll jump into our sculpting, grab the smoothing tool, and just see if we can smooth it off a bit. Let's make that a bit bigger and a bit stronger, and just see if we can level it out a bit around the edges, just to so it's not dug into a hole. How does that feel? There we are. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah, that's not so bad. Right, I did notice that the trigger for the animals was quite high up, but... Oh no, there we go, we got it, we've got it. So... Oh, it says 40 there. Right, okay. Well, we're not having sheep, we're having goats. What should we go for? I think we may as well go for... So if we can hold 40, I'm not going to completely fill it, so I think we'll get we'll go for 10 of each for now. So we'll have 10 3-month-old, nice and cheap there, 3,458. There we go, and 10 16-month-old as well. There we go. Leave a little bit of room for reproduction. There we are. Lovely stuff. Such a cool mod, I feel. There's no pasture involved with this one. This is just an indoor barn. But I just think it perfectly suits Saxlingham. It really does. The design of it with the wood slatted walls. It kind of reminds me of Mr. Clarkson's lambing barn that he tried to create into his restaurant. But yeah, there we go. So if we open the, can we open the gate there? Can't seem to open the gate there. I'm assuming because the feed trough. Oh, there we go. I just needed to walk right up to it. There we go. That's good. Right. How cool does this look? This is perfect, I think. It really is. Let's just jump into the animal menu and make sure I'm not missing anything with water or anything like that. There we are. Goat milk. Just need grass. Excellent. And we've got that in droves. So, like I said before, I'm hoping all the quantities of grassland that we've got are going to be more than enough to cater for these new additions on the farm as well. So, let's jump in this. Get these grass bales loaded in. Here we are. I'm going to do a little bit of landscaping work around the entrance to this one as well. Now I think I'll just drop them there. On the button. There we go. Unload them. There we are. That's better. Is that going to take from them? Please take from the bale. I was really hoping that it was going to take from the bale. Right, there's still no food in there yet. Let me just check that I've got the right positioning of the bales there. Bring up the triggers. Might have missed them. Oh, he's come out. Let's just grab that there. Are you going to go in? No. Okay. I was really hoping that was going to work. So it might be that they only take loose grass. Right, okay. Well, I'll be able to sort that. I'll be able to figure something out and throw a bit in, but let me... Just maybe drop them down to 1 high at the minute, just so they can open all the gates as well. How cool is that? I don't want them to get out, though. Where's the gate trigger there? Where are we? Let's move them out of the way. I managed to open that gate as well. They're all going to be escaping now. Where's the trigger for the gate there? Can't seem to get that back open. Closed even. Close that gate. Oh, I know what I was doing wrong. I need to go up to the actual gate, don't I? There we go. There we go. Problem solved. But I can't feed them the grass bales. That's a bit frustrating. I wonder why that isn't working. Every time I pick them up, I'm opening the gate. Right, okay. Well, either way, I'll sort this out. This can be something I can sort out off camera. It's no problem at all. Just figure out what grass I've got there in bale form and throw it in the placeables. I suppose I could do with some kind of bale shredder, couldn't I? There is a bale shredder mod somewhere, actually. We'll see. We'll see. Stuff to think about, but yeah. So let's turn that off there. There we are. Pull this back a bit. Let's jump into the landscaping mode and just have a bit of a fiddle with that. So let's pick these three up. There we go. Pull that out of the way. Turn you off. Back into construction mode. Let's have a bit of a painting session, shall we? So, what do I want? I want to kind of follow on this texture here, which dirt track. That's roughly about right, I think. So let's do a bit of work around the outside here. I will go into a bit more detail with this off camera and spend a bit more time in it. But for now, we'll just create a bit of a path from the gate down to the barn. It is a lovely looking barn, though, isn't it? Really, really is. Perfectly suits this map. There we go. Need to do a bit of blending with some textures, add a bit more to it, because that's a proper art form, I find, when it comes to painting down paths and roads and tracks and stuff. Is the attention to detail that you can go to with the textures, and it's something I need to practice a lot more, I feel, because it's like I say, it's a bit of an art form. I'll have a bit of that one as well. A few patches of farm track there. I think we will have to pop a bit of grass down the centre, of course, like a typical UK track. So we'll go for the... Which one do I want? I just want grass cut there. Let's make it nice and smallish. Just have a bit of a strip down the middle there. There we are. Never too keen on when it does that. It throws a bit of a perfectly straight line into the mix and looks completely off. So we'll go for some meadow grass there. Change the shape. There we are. Just have a bit of a central bit of grass there. There we go. Stick a bit of grass over by the edges there. Like I say, I'll need to do a load more work into here, but just have a few patches lying around. There we go. That'll do for now, I feel. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit of fiddling around and get these topped up with some grass. But either way, how cool is that? That looks proper decent, I think. It's made a good little bit of use of this land as well, so very happy with that. We can still cut this if need be as well. There's a bit of a spare grass to fall back on, but I really don't think I need to do that right now. We've got plenty of grass fields, plenty of grass stowed away. There we go. We have some goats, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely. Right, anyway, so for today's episode, though, I am going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed the video and found it a little bit of fun and a little bit interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed the video and you like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting the subscribe button and jump on board, joining the channel. Please hit that like button too if you can. It does do wonders. It helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And if you like the idea of supporting the channel, there are a couple of ways you can do that. There is my Giants Partner promo code if you're looking to purchase Farming Simulator 25 or any of its add-ons or DLCs. There is coffee.com if you'd like to buy me a coffee. And there is also my G-Portal affiliate link if any of you are looking to purchase a multiplayer server to play with your mates. All the links to these will be in the video description below, as always. And any help and support there would be massively appreciated. So, thank you very much for your time again, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.